I mean, the biggest opportunities, the sectors continue to be consumer. Obviously, we have 1.4 billion people.
Yeah.
So consumer is a large space. Fintech continues to be a large space.
Yeah.
Right now, I think enterprise SaaS. So software companies that are basically building out of India and selling into largely North America. That's large. And we're seeing a lot of interest in Gen AI, but still very early days. The foundation layers, etc. That game is over. But a lot of companies are trying to build, let's call it the application layer, the use cases, as well as the infrastructure layer. So it's an early space. I mean, people are watching. But I think over the next 2 or 3 years, Gen AI will pick up as well.
Okay, so Ashish, I rarely talk about individual companies, but I look at your portfolio, and correct me if I'm wrong, but you've had debt deals with Swiggy, Byju's, MobiKwik, right? MobiKwik is trying to get to the markets. Swiggy, of course, the IPO is drawing a lot of interest, right? A lot of Bollywood celebrities are hopping onto the pre-IPO phase of this company. And then we know what's happened with Byju's. So how do you individually look at these investments and think about what you have been able to take away from their growth story?
So I think, in India, all these 3 investments we have already exited, by the way. So we don't have any positions. In India, I mean, we have bagged 35 plus unicorns. And many of these companies, we came in when they were pretty, young. And over the years, we did many transactions. So I think, if you look at specifically, I mean, I won't comment on Swiggy given that we are no longer an investor.
Yeah.
But today, I mean, we have positions in, some really good names, Bluestone, which is looking to do an IPO, Infrared Market, Boat, which is a new age wearable and audio brand, ExpressBees, which is a third-party logistics firm, Eruditus, which is a edtech company. So I mean, the capital markets are opening up, as you know. So for a long time, I think the biggest kind of critique was, I mean, a lot of these companies raise money, but how do they get to capital markets and be IPO ready? And that's kind of opening up as well.
What was the experience like with Byju's?
Byju's, I mean, I guess that...
I know you've exited, and so on reflection.
So we exited before kind of COVID, so I would not like to comment. I mean, there's a lot of water that is kind of flown under the bridge, and we were not insiders.
But maybe the lesson learned for investors out there?
I think the lesson learned, and not specifically to Byju's, but to a lot of founders is, I mean, raising way too much capital, right? And going 120 miles an hour before stabilizing your core business, sometimes is not a good strategy. And there are, companies, when capital is coming, it's very tough to refuse. So, most entrepreneurs want to only play offense, they don't want to play defense. I think raising too much capital too fast, without having the base foundation can sometimes, not lead to a good ending here.